My bad, my other phone died, so I'm gonna be recording from my other phone. But what was I saying? Anyways, oh yeah, like I said, if you're not right, if you're not mentally stable, then you will fail out here in truck driving. You will fail, and a lot of people will get into the industry and fail and get out the industry and promote it as if it's negative, and a lot of people say you can't make any money in truck driving, or truck driving is bad or something like that. But you got to realize that truck driving is how you make it. If you want to drive and you want to be mad all the time and you want to be negative and you can't handle situations that you need that you come upon, then that means that in any career that you get into, you're not going to succeed, because that comes with any career. Any career you get into, you're going to end up coming into a situation that you have to face, and if you can't handle it, then you're just going to fail at anything. And truck driving is one of the easiest damn jobs out here. I keep saying job, I need a career, because this is a career. It's one of the easiest careers you can do. As long as you know how to drive and you got the skills to drive, then you will succeed in here. And also, if you have a mental state that you can handle all of the situations that you come upon, you can get in here and you can just put in your experience, and you can come out on top. That's all it is. If you don't know what you're doing and you get out here, then, like I said, you will fail. And I know it's a lot of YouTubers out there that touched on this topic, but it seems like, a lot of people that get into or want to get into truck driving, they don't understand what they putting themselves up to do. Now, does the positive overcome the negative? Yeah, for me it does. Because this is something I love doing. This is my passion. So, regardless of what truck driving throws at me, I'm still enjoying doing it because this is my passion. So no matter what gets in the way, it's not going to stop me from, or it's not going to put me in a situation where it's like, okay, I want to get out of truck driving because of this or that. It don't work like that. And when you get to that point where you feel comfortable doing it, then all of the negative bullshit is just going, it's just going to come, it's going to hit you, and you probably feel some type of way about it, but you're going to realize, the purpose of you doing it. And you got to make sure that you make truck driving a fun. You got to make sure that you make it fun. You can make sure you have some entertainment, make sure that you don't come out here and then be bored, because that's what's going to make it even worse. Now, you're going to have your bored days, I'm not going to lie, because I have my bored days. But you're going to have your good days. You got to make sure to utilize the time that you have and make fun of that. You got to make sure that you got all that under control. But is truck driving a dangerous career? Yeah. Because you driving these highways and interstates, and each time you driving, it's danger all around. Once you get on that road, you automatically in danger. And I feel like saying it that way makes you more cautious and makes you, and that's not for every driver. That's just for me. I feel like once I realize that it's danger, then it makes me more cautious. So that makes me make my decisions wisely and use my common sense to make sure that I don't get myself into a situation where I don't do something stupid, so where it could cause me my life or somebody else's life. Because the time I done spent out here, I done learned so much, during the time that I've been out here. I done had drivers, the way that I drive and the way that I do things, people think that I've been out here for years, and I haven't been, and I'm coming up on a year I've been out here, because I studied on truck driving, I wrote down notes, I watched YouTube videos, I learned it before I actually got in, so that way when I got in, I already knew what to do, I knew what to expect, and I knew how to deal with it. Because a lot of people, they'll come into truck driving, they'll come into it blind without, reading up on it and, looking into it. So they'll hit blind, and then, they'll be hit with things that they can't handle. But that's why I say you need to be mentally stable, and you got to know what you're getting into before you get into it. because there's thousands of videos on YouTube from truck drivers, explaining their life experiences and dealing with on the road. So once you come upon videos and you want to get into truck driving, just look up on it. You can look up on it. You can go to. I know they got Facebook pages and YouTube pages. They got pages everywhere. They got websites that you can go on and you can read and you can get basically any question that you got, you can get an answer. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. But you got to make sure that you're able to handle this vehicle when you drive. That's why I said a lot of people get into truck driving and they don't know what they're getting into. You got to be able to handle this vehicle. You got to be able to drive it. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's on the driver. It's not on the company, it's on the driver. Because the driver is the ones who's behind the wheel. So you got to make sure that you come in here strong and ready. And I would say when you come in, expect the worst. So that way, when you expect the worst, you would do better. And if something bad does happen, not saying something traumatic, but if something bad happen, that you will be prepared for it. And you got to make sure that you're prepared for it. I'm going to keep saying it throughout the video, that you have to be prepared. That's the only way that you're going to come into truck driving and you're going to be able to succeed, is when you come into it prepared and you know what you're doing and you know how to handle the situation. But yeah, YouTube. I'm always watching people doing dumb shit around the truck, around the parking lot. I'm always watching people do dumb shit. And, I don't like to toot my own horn, but it's like, I know I'm a damn good driver. Like I said, this driver that's been out here longer than me, and they get in, and I picked up a couple of drivers that's been in the industry a long time, and they ask me how long I've been driving. I tell them, and they be like, they be like, damn, because, the way that I drive, I drive and I, handle things to where it looks like I've been out here a long time. Shout out to the vape life, man. Shout out to the vape life. One thing you gotta do, you gotta make sure is when you park in a spot, you gotta make sure you always watch out for people that's backing in and that's backing out. Because some of these motherfuckers don't know how to drive. Some of these people don't know how to drive, but sometimes, if you see that somebody's struggling, then you should get out and help them. One thing that be pissing me off is a lot of motherfuckers be rude as shit out here too. A lot of motherfuckers don't be speaking like I'm always speaking. I be passing people. I be speaking. Somebody pass me, I speak. Or people be driving by, I speak. A motherfucker be looking at me upside my damn head like why you speaking at me? Like, damn, I'm being nice, I'm speaking, and then you ain't gonna speak back? Like, well, kiss my ass and shit. Yeah, YouTube, it's just a topic I had to touch on. I'm about to go in here, take a shower, clean up real nice, and catch y'all later. Catch y'all on the flip side. It's your boy, ThatYoungTrucker here, and I'm out. Peace.